As I'm looking ahead at growing or scaling, and identifying, what's the first key hire in the office? What's the first kind of key position on the floor that I create so that then I can develop guys into those roles? Like maybe y'all could touch on any experience, like how you made the decisions to create those roles.
Well, I know for me anyways, it's just more the way my mind works. I don't always have like the best plan, because it seems like even when you have one, life, industry, whatever, takes a different direction. And I used to hold on to my plan to a fault, to where it was taking me down. So now I usually have some sort of a loose plan, but it's always just assessing all the time, all day, every day. What's going on, and eventually those things should just rise to the top. Just naturally, you should be like, we're having trouble keeping track of whatever it might be, payroll. Well, we're gonna need someone in the office that can handle this payroll. Or we're struggling on our quality, we're shipping out bad parts, we really need a quality manager. It seems like it'd be hard to almost plan that ahead of time. Each company is gonna grow its own direction, its own, even depending what type of parts you're doing or things like that. Listen to what the business is telling you and grow in that direction. So Jeff was talking about Sam, he's kind of my right-hand man now. We had hired him, we probably had about 5 guys at the time. I think we have about 58 now. And I could just see the direction things were headed, and I thought, man, we really, to make this next hurdle, I really need to get some quality, So I thought, he's kind of been the one that's been at the end of our line, packaging, inspecting parts, so he kind of gets the quality end of it. So I basically promoted him up to quality. We didn't really have enough for just a quality manager at the time, so he kind of morphed into basically our production manager from there, and then was doing both for a while. And then we grew enough where he's like, well, I can't do all this anymore. So then I had to bring up another guy to basically be the quality from there.
I have to agree with that. I think you have to find out where your needs are and look at the talents you got. And if you get somebody you can move into that role, if the need gets bigger than what the talent you got to look at hiring from outside.
Look for your vulnerabilities, look for your risks. Look for things that you're not particularly passionate about or somebody else may not be passionate about, and reassign them and have somebody else do it. But
it can be difficult to pre-construct them ahead of time before they're needed. But if you just say, who's doing it today naturally, and then kind of build on top of that, that's something that we've seen work really well. The other one is once you kind of identify who that person is, instead of spending a lot of time defining a big theoretical job description, and just say, this metric, this is your metric. On-time delivery, something you mentioned, right? And then also what you inspect, people respect. So this is your number, you own it, and we're gonna check it every single week, every single month. You tell me what we have to do to make sure that number gets hit, and you tell the rest of the team what to do. So it creates a way to kind of cut through the noise without having to create complex webs of responsibilities. It's just you just own this outcome, and the whole team's here to subordinate, to help you, including the ownership.